Fictional, no, I did not bring my phone. I told you I don't bring my phone to the toilet with me. I am back. What's the plan for tomorrow? What with stream? I cannot yet say. The plan of stream. Also, thank you for all the welcome backs. The plan of stream will be, if we haven't finished this, we'll finish Phoenix Wright because this is the last case in the game. So we'll get that done. We might do some Hollow Knight, and then afterwards we might do some golf or something. But we'll see who's around and what people want to do, basically. Alright, I'm back. February 9th, 11:15 AM, District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Goof? Yeah, maybe some golf. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not really sure what to say. Iris, we only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Alright, I'll help you any way I can. First, about that night, you really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying. Mr. Edgeworth, it's just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple. Very well. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the wet murder, sometime between 10:30 and 11 PM that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile? There is only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me. So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge? I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. Cut that to the gun range tomorrow for an hour, so nice! Iris, I can't tell you about that yet. Yet? Not until her safety is confirmed. Her? The safety of the Acolyte. The Acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. Oh, maybe Pearls is with Maya. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Donim? No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life. As I thought, no psycho-locks. Very well. It's my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. 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 I know words. I think. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where's the witness? During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Suspicious behavior. He was sketching something very intensely. Dare I ask what this witness was sketching when he was detained? He drew a terrifying woman armed with a demonic face and a vicious... For fuck's sake. Oh my god. Larry, please. Oh, so you've been here lurking? Nice, nice. I hope you've been enjoying your lurk. A sketchy person was at the premises. Oh my god. You're gonna be the... I mean, just like Edgeworth, Larry might enjoy it. I can only presume that... Ah! Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Larice Donim, I hope you're ready. Get in here. It would seem the whip is going to see plenty more use today. I already missed my husband. Ouch. Your sketch is in contempt of this court. Hey, I was just artistically rendering. Ouch. You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the color, viridian. Larry. This isn't an art store, now is it? I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Working in the fields? I presume he wanted to say field work, I hope. That's it, thanks, buddy. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake. Bright red. Or to use the technical term, crimson lake. Ouch! 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 Stop your pathetic blabbing and testify like a man. Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now. This is too much for me. What I saw. You know, when I get my full VTuber model up, that's what I should ask. I should ask for a crying, because I'm gonna have one eye be solid black and one eye be solid red. I should ask for like a crying thing with the eyes sparkling like that. I was at the lodge out in the mountains looking up the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I edgy? Aren't I edgy? Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony. I'm just a nobody, nothing but a small worthless man, aren't I? And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else? Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people. I mean, he does keep getting brought up in court. Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, am I Larry? Am I Larry? Just being friends with me makes everyone miserable? Is this me? Well then, let's proceed with the cross-examination with no touching, thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time. Well, you're just weird, Vic. Living like Larry.
Hold it!
Whatever is the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? This one single statement is so full of contradictions. For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse. So, witness, any idea as to where these contradictions in your testimony lie? Depending on your answer, I may stay my whip. Okay, give me a minute. Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly have seen the stars. That rundown shack is hardly a lodge, is it? And even if the stars could be seen, it isn't like I was there to look at them, right? Oh my god. I love him. There's only one issue here. What you saw at Dusky Bridge. A number of times. How many? Maybe 5 times? I went once every 20 minutes. Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hall that night. You bet. Real love is about waiting with your heart in your hands. Love, you say. It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack, using this blackmail letter. But blackmail? No, that was simply a product of overflowing love. Ah! You huffy-puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness. So, what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. You huffy-puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness, eh? Well, you see, being called those names doesn't seem to bother him at all.
Hold it!
Larry, you really didn't see it. Hey, no need to hit your desk. I can hear you. I didn't see it. I didn't see a snowmobile. Larry, say snowmobile for me, please. It's a snowmobile. If you truly have nothing to hide, then why are you stammering like you just flew over a cuckoo's nest? Shut up. What is this? I don't know. Don't ask me. It seems that I'll need to start from a more obvious contradiction. I'm gonna strike the blow that will finally get him to spill the beans.
Hold it!
You didn't meet anyone. That's right, because I've got nothing to do with this. I'm just here to buy some Viridian paint, okay? Come on, I expect to see those Crimson Lake faces now. It would appear that simply pressing him isn't going to be enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed. It seems that he's going to claim to have nothing to do with this to the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. I need to slice through this obvious contradictions and keep things moving along. Right, he saw Phoenix right, basically. Is a much more likable character than her father? Yeah. Like, my only personal problem with Von Karma is that when she's there, like, because I don't have the patience to sit here and wait for the text, so I press the button to make it go faster. If she's there and she gets angry, if I do that, I miss half the text because she whips someone and then it goes. And I'm like, but I needed to see that text. I already pressed the button too fast myself anyway. I do these things myself. I don't need Von Karma fucking it up for me.
Objection!
Larry Butts, I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry, but having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. You're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change. But, what do you want me to do then? Larry, what you need to change is your inner self, but for now, what you saw that night, testify truthfully about this one issue. Testify truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you. Edgy, I think I've finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping, but anyway, I'll do it, I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. For fuck's sake, Larry. I'll ask again then, witness, what did you see on the night of the murder? Even the judge is giving him shit. I do feel a deep connection to Larry. I have this deep connection to him. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you? So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire? It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burnt out, like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall. Well, what did you say? Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold. I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination. I mean, it could be both. You can have luck and then instant bad luck as well.
Hold it!
What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half? Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess. Excited? Dare I even ask? I set the meeting time as 10 p.m., right? But I couldn't wait, and I thought she might come early, too. Well, it appears she didn't come at all in the end. Because they never arranged to meet in the first place, did they? Shut up, don't go picking my fun memories apart. Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way, so every 20 minutes or so I went out to the bridge. But I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her.
Hold it!
This light was, of course, lightning. Like kapow! Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom. Or a little like... that's more like a punch from Miranda. Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge? Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so...
Hold it!
Seeing that, what did you do? What do you think? I was burning up as well from the fire in my heart, and that's why you went to take a look at the bridge. Well, to be honest, it was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers. But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so I don't know, I changed my mind. I'm not sure I care for the forget it attitude you had at first.
Hold it!
You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that? The lightning fell, and then the bridge caught on fire, maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out. How far is this small shack you were from the bridge? Hold on, well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk? And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfire kids made during school camping trips can compare. Well, should I press him for a little more info? The bridge caught on fire 5 minutes after? Did he say that? Or did he say he took 5 minutes before he left? Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Edgy? What's with the serious face? Why didn't you call anyone? Huh? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one would try and tell someone. We're getting war. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of what he's saying is going over my head right now. There is a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct? Well, of course I thought of doing that. I keep reading what they're saying wrong, so I could also be wrong, and I could be reading it wrong as well. If you're not reading it, Fig, and you're listening to me, you could be hearing what I'm saying, and I could be wrong. So then, let's hear why you didn't. Huh? Yeah, okay, a reason, my reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay?
Hold it!
You claim to have arrived at the bridge at the same time as Wright. Yeah. I thought I'd better tell someone about this, but then Nick came up yelling about murder. It totally made me forget about the bridge. The fire was pretty much out by then anyway. No, it wasn't. What's this feeling? I suddenly have a terrible case of unease. It was after contacting the police that Phoenix Wright fell from the bridge, correct? Yeah, that's pretty much it, more or less. He told me about the burning bridge yesterday, but there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still wasn't telling us the whole truth. The bridge. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check. At the bridge, Nick showed up less than a minute later. What time are we looking at? I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been around 10:30. I was lying under your bedding, right. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45, around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. After the bridge, Nick, and he said that the fire was nearly out. About 5. I think the contradiction might be the weather report. Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not. What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is that correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakuri Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. Ah, excuse me. I have an objection. You do? Edgy, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm Loris Donin. It has been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11, in which case it could have been earlier than that. Watch your footing there, Miss Franziska von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery, but there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means, what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down. What? It's still on fire in that picture. There's literally still fire in that picture. I can see the fire. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m, but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth now then. What happened during these missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just got brutally woken up by toilet splash. What? I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me. Order, 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 order! So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why then, did you not report the accident? Yes, witness, why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? And therein lies the problem, for even after the bridge had burnt out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty. That's what it sounds like. Ah, but this is Larry we're talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction. Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Just as I thought, you've been playing with us all this time. Listen, I'm gonna tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes? I may really say it this time. Everything. Qua. Then say it. Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this, however. Let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness? Oh, no. I'm a donin. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and then the heat came running up. Masturbating? I don't think he takes 15 minutes to masturbate. I suppose artists can be strange folk. That's right, I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch, including the truth from the sound of it. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. And what would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. Ha ha ha. You'll regret this, Edgy. I don't think I will. Or I might, but not in the way you think I will. Tell us, Larry. My name is Maurice. Get it right. Mistakes like that are what keep you from being popular with the ladies like I am. Just who exactly are you? I'm Maurice Donim, apprentice extraordinaire. That's what he calls himself in any case. Then you are an artist? Of course I'm an artist, the real thing. Yet again, that's what he calls himself. Names mean nothing. There is only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing? That is a very big issue indeed. So sketching, the burning bridge and everything that came with it. What came with it? You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is... Gwa! Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness. But what are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. that does appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted here. I want to see the sketch. Let's see the sketch. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please. Well, even I couldn't have imagined it'd turn out like this. Imagined what? That Laurice Donim debut would take place here today like this. Oh, ouch! Show it, now. Okay, but still yourselves. This is the world of Laurice Donim. There's a lady in it. There's a flying fire girl. Well... she wants to see your etching, dudes? That's not all she wants to see. So this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma. Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected. It is actually quite good. Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did. This is gonna get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry. What? The burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate-looking figure? You spotted that. I thought you might. However much I might want to ignore it, I can't. It's Iris, of course. Iris. I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan for our future, you know. What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that? Larry, please, answer this next question honestly. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen a silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist. Are you high? The girl, she's really high up in this picture. I like how they did that. I really like how they did that. That was really clever for a visual novel. I've got to give it that. That was really good. What was that for? This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory. Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly. Actually, there is some precedent for this. She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge, at least. It was really something to see. This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth. What? Me? This witness is your friend, is he not? Oh my god. This is like if I was Edgeworth and Akbar was Larry. I feel so much pain for Edgeworth in this. Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth. Let's get back to the cross-examination. By force is necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. This witness is your friend, is he not? No. Larry is the most Larryest person? Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron. Well, what did you think of my debut piece? Get that thing away from me. Now hurry up and cross-examine him. Oh. Larry is genuinely the best character in this entire game, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wait.
Objection!
Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. And you're persistent, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 that it's the truth. If that is truly the case, then there is one thing that we can say for certain. What might that be? That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been a defendant, Iris. What? What do you mean? I don't understand. A foolhardy folly of foolish statements by an equally foolishly foolhardy fool. Thank you. I just got pizza, guys. How exactly can you make this claim? Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct? Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and Iris is my darling hood. Wah! It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one in the defense bench. Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change the story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight? Well, what are you talking about? I think you understand what I mean just fine. Why? Why did Nick have Iris's hood? What? Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick? Why, you Nick, you dog! Is that what he's worried about? Is that really what he's worried about? Well, that was unfortunate. That pizza. Got everywhere. Wait a minute, I need to change my t-shirt now. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. To clean myself up. Because that was fucking messy. Hurry up in my hoodie. That needs to go for a wash as well. I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded straight into the garbage. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Huh! What is it now, witness? It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today is the day I get to completely stupefy you. What? What is the meaning of your outburst, witness? I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. Definitive? Evidence? Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Lars Donim, shall prove it. Is he gonna say she arrived on the snowmobile and did like a sick trick over the bridge? Is that what he's going for? I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once more. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch, and show us your evidence that this nightmare were actually a reality. Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy, because I'm gonna feed you a whooping serving of pain. You've been serving us a whooping serving of pain this whole time, trust me. When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. Okay, my question. Do we know that... Oh wait, it doesn't matter, I have a photo of Elise. I was gonna say, do we know that she's got a sphere? Well, we've got her photo with the sphere. Crystal sphere? This one, pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers. That sphere, where did you find it? Let me see. Around here somewhere. It looks about right. And it was half buried in the snow. It had pretty much stopped snowing by then, but there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge. The court accepts this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterwards. There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood. What? Blood? You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore. Didn't you want to be called Clarice Donim just only a few minutes ago? He did.
Hold it!
So, you went to the burning bridge. That's right, to meet Iris. She actually flew to get to me. The least I could do was meet her halfway. But the defendant was not at the bridge when you got there, you say. I guess she went back to the Hezukura temple. She's a girl after all. She must have wanted to look her best. It must be lovely to live in the fantasy land of Larry's mind. Actually, it's so depressing that I can't even work up the energy to point. So, what did you do next? Oh, no. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Also, where is my husband? What? Tell me if I get to see my husband again. So, you searched all over for her. She was flying pretty high, you know. I thought maybe she slipped on her landing and got hurt. Hey, it was more than possible. Also, when I headed out...
Lick me and let me explode inside of your mouth.
Spoilers? Don't spoil me! Also, thank you for the shin. I do miss his voice. Also, when I headed out the shack the first time, I was snacking on banana. I was pretty sure I threw the peel away somewhere around there, so you know. Can one guy really be this stupid? So did you find any signs of a so-called landing? I don't really remember. I kept on falling over myself and kind of lost it for a while there. You fell over yourself? Yeah, the snow was deep and there was even a banana peel out there. Yep, they're stupid and then there's Larry Butts. The short of it is that you didn't find any signs of her landing, correct? Then what happened next? Ugh. Half buried. It was sitting in the snow with a little gathered on top of it. It was very hard to spot, actually. I mean, it was dark out, too. I'm impressed. You did well to find it. No matter what you may think when you look at me, I'm a pro, a genius security guard. I used a pen light I borrowed from my company to help in my search, and it sparkled really brightly, as if it was saying, "Here I am" to me. It does indeed look very much like the crystal sphere on Iris's hood. But need I remind you that she was not wearing her hood that night? Each nun is assigned their own hood, and they are assigned only one. I don't know anything about that, okay? And Iris is special, right, dude? Even if she did steal a spare hood, I'll forgive her. This is getting us nowhere. Our destination for the day, it seems. However, this crystal sphere was found near the bridge. That is a fact. If it didn't come from a hood, where could it have come from? That is the question I aim to answer. No one else could have lost it, right? Where's the picture? There we go. There's the picture. Larry Butts. This pizza is so messy. That sphere is way bigger than the ones on the hood. Larry's also an idiot, though. Larry. That night, there was someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was? Who? Who was that stupid idiot? Miss Elise Donim, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? I have a photo of her here. Oh my god, I got pizza stuck in my teeth. This pizza is a pain in my ass, and on the end of her staff you can see a familiar looking crystal sphere. Hey, that's my photograph, give it back! Oh, ouch! A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch. They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime. Ah, the crystal sphere, it's gone. What? What? Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across that bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Denin. A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected. You can't do that. I saw it with my own two eyes. And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring. You honestly believe that? Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miss Miles Edgeworth. Elise Denim was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Wait, she wasn't in her room. She was looking for pearls. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all. Miss Francesca von Karma, the only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. Why are you pointing at me? The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case. That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. After the murder? There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent. Which is the exact same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch. Is Mo on the way over? No. What? You mean I'm the killer? No way! Oh, joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case. She makes a valid point. There's no evidence that Elise Donim left Hazakura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to be transformed into something else entirely. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a momentous waste of time. Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth. Can I prove it? Can I prove that crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. To simply prove it, that's the only option. That's what he'd do. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case. You'll do what? That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered. That should come as no surprise, because right now I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered. I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly. Snowing? On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder. What? Order! On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come loose. What? What could that have been? This sphere, there is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility as a junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge. The murder didn't take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Only a fool suggests it's a foolish piece of absolute foolishness. Just who is the fool, and which part is so foolish for Miss Von Karma? Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. That's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. That's the same thing. No, it isn't. You said it yourself. Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's assertion, but you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body. That would be when the blade is removed. If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding. You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Neem's body was found in Hazakura Temple. Is the staff the murder weapon? That's what I'm starting to think. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all the way there? I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of events is also perfectly plausible. It'll be the snowmobile, right? The snowmobile will prove that they can move the body. Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was carried to Hazakura Temple. Where's the picture? It's that one. On that snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. Ah! As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could also have been used to carry a body. Order, order, order! Qua! This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave. What do you mean? The only one who could have used a snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? Heh. You're too late, Franziska von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation. What? Where was the victim, Elise Dunham, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. Edgy, thank you. That settles it, then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Ugh. Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It's just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner. Excuse me? There was one reason and one alone for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case and then pass it on to Wright. Really? That's what this is all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I wouldn't have had frenzy. Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel. A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by. What a shame. Franzi! This is all your fault. Such a terrible witch. Oh my god. I demand satisfaction. She killed him. She killed the Butts. I cannot believe that the witness testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the question it raises. Have his words here today been a truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I'm counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you. Right. Court is now adjourned. I thought we needed 2 days of rest. So he should still be out of action tomorrow. This would be a good point of break. I'm carrying on. I'm going to eat my pizza, then I'm going to carry on. I have nothing better to do. Other than sit around and feel sorry for myself. I'll hydrate after I've eaten. Today might be a long day, guys. Just so you're warned. Making me fucking stretch after I'm eaten. I'm eaten. So how are all you guys doing? What's up? Anyone doing anything interesting? Just drinking. How are you liking it? Once you relax, nice. It's wonderful, nice. Good, I'm happy. I see Fictional has nothing to say for herself. I don't think I've seen many people play it. I think the only person I saw play it was Leo's friend Crow. And for a bit of a lie down. Terrible. Factual, tell her she's an idiot. Boo 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 boo. That was good pizza. There were 3 different kinds of pizza, but all 3 of them were good. And only one of them made me cause a stay. Right, I'm gonna go down. Here's your hydrate. That's with my water. I'm gonna go down and get my last Coke. And then I'll do my stretches when I come back. Oh, Scooby! You alright, bud? Come on. Don't ask Scooby. I need him in the face, guys. It was a complete accident. But he put his head right where my knee was about to be. And I accidentally kneed him right in the eye. He seems to be fine, though. To the fact that he come downstairs with me and then brought me his ball to play with him. Right. Stretches. My Finch is being stupid. You love him? He's an idiot. He's an idiot that's done everything he can today to get in my way. It felt like it was inevitable something was gonna happen. Especially after he lay down on my bloody wheels of the chair. Yeah. And Dick, of course you find Dick sweet. This is truly a Phoenix Wright moment. Meant that idiot. Wow, that is also true. Right. There's my stretches. Fucking done did the stretches. Boo, 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 boo. Right, I gotta turn the music off before I start playing. Alright, let's go! February 9th, 3:43 AM, Hearty Clinic, Intensive Care Unit. I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, my head is on fire. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. He got COVID, pretty much. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me with him, somehow. February 9th, 2:43 PM, Dusky Bridge. Right, are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. Or maybe Viridian, in artist speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Only 102.2 degrees, nothing to worry about. I just want to say, I really didn't understand why you crowned yourself, Anna, by getting out because of the actual coronation. Yo, Rack, yes, that was the joke. That was the joke. I watched the coronation before stream and thought it would be funny. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the sword did not deliver the deadly blow, which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about a thing, pal. Now that I understand it, it's pretty funny. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Edgeworth and Dick being worried about our health is so cute, true. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself or I'll eat my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. Heh, that's probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into, and that is our client's background. Naturally. You mean Iris, sir? I have the feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other, and since I probably won't be getting that from you, I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu. Right, take care. No! I'm ugly again! I can't be pretty! No! I lost my dumpy! Guess I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I've got to get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across the other side. Ah, that's right. Myra's still stuck over in the Indian temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. I'm not sure you can actually catch whatever he's got. I know they said he caught a cold, but I feel like it's probably more to do with the fact that he jumped into a fucking freezing cold river. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. According to Bikini, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes, which reminds me, if my memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. Looks like someone's taken the effort to write to Heavenly Hall on the signpost. Now it really is more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. That kidnapping incident happened to you 11 years ago, so maybe it's cursed too. Asakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line. And there aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. I really wish I'd brought my cell phone with me. It looks like it's about 20 yards to the cliff over there, but I can't see the inner temple from here. I really hope Maya's okay. She'll be fine. It's Maya. She survived kidnapping before. Looks like no one's here. Larry? Loris? I was sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. No, I wanted to look. I wanted to actually look. Look at this graffiti scrolled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeliness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts. That stuff is really ruining this beautiful atmosphere around here. It's so inappropriate. Like Sister Bikini in a bikini. Shudder. I've got to think of the kittens. The snow is really piled up with the straw roof. It's otherworldly, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part anyway. The sign says Heavenly Hall. I guess it's pretty fitting. If you spend a night in this little freezing shack, you probably find yourself at the pearly gates by morning. This is the famous Eagle River. I got to try out its rough rapids the other night. They say it has a really strong current, and they weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast flowing. I was dead lucky. I mean, lucky not to be dead. Right, we can move. We can move. Come on, please. It's for art's sake, I swear. There's only one guy I know who could be this persistent and high-strung. I'm talking about the heroine here, the heroine in my book. I'll make you famous. Enough. A fool's falls who foolishly accepts the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright? Huh? Me? Wait a second. I know you. You're, ow! Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up, and you want to grill me over a name? Francie, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death, or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not, and I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. Gah! Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says, I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh! Just like that, dude. With the red underwear. Don't think I'm going to forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Off he goes. It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix Wright. Why can we not remember her? Is that just because of us falling into the river? This is one impressive gate. Compared to the grandeur of the main gate at the Von Karma estate, it's but a pet door. It looks really idyllic with all the snow on it, don't you think? All that snow? Don't make me laugh. This is but a light dusting where I come from. Don't make things up just because you think I'll never get to see it for myself. Just fever brain? You can see the main hall from here. I wonder how the head nun is holding up. Oh, wow. Is that an inkling of human kindness I sense? Ow. Do you enjoy causing other people pain with that sharp tongue of yours? It's nothing compared to the pain you cause with that leathery whip of yours. I'd love to know what that thing was used for on the night of the crime. Still thinking small, I see, Phoenix Wright, or perhaps not at all. That's why you will never defeat me. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. It's time for us to settle this once and for all with one final showdown. It looks like she mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory. It's a quaint little bell tower. I never would have thought that something this horrible was about to happen when Iris rang the lights out bell that night. About this. Yow. I refuse to help you, Phoenix Wright. I should have known better than to try. Alright, fine. Just talk to me then. Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect win record, naturally. Oh, joy. Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Hasn't really been a year since we first met. I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge. Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years. But now, he is gone from this world. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me. Because of what happened to your father. Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me, this I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, crystal. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Edgeworth. Come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you, because it does. And that's precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into tinsy-wincy pieces all the better. It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute. Ow! No smirking. No whipping the sick. That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth. Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing and one thing only, to pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer eggs, you know. Oh yeah, weren't we obsessed with cold killer eggs when we were a kid? Or younger? In college? 5 years ago? Not quite 5 years ago, a couple years ago? I went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did made it a very interesting read, you know. Attempting to cross a burning bridge, did you even consider the dangers? No. The only thought in my mind was, I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Gumshoe said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's gotta be okay, I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the inner temple that night. And find pearls. Why is no one worried about the legit 9-year-old that's gone missing? This is what I hate about the game. It's like, it never really worries about the things you need to worry about the most. There is literally a tiny child, no one knows where they are. That was one long sign. Sister Bikini? My, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? Waha, wahahaha. You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of the things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise, now that I think about it, There's an acolyte stuck in the inner temple, and that poor little girl has gone missing too. The only person who fucking cares. It's someone else's problem? Sadly, that seems to be it. That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearl, she's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? Oh, at least... Alright, so Phoenix didn't know about it. Fair enough. I'm happier now, you know? There's a laughably large Magatama on the altar. If I can see... Wait, no, that's just the same. It's just the same. He hasn't got anything new to say about this area. I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least, I was until this morning. I don't see any Cyclops. She must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white head fluttering. I felt like I might start flying myself. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble and nothing else. If Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that could only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. So, could Dahlia be around? Could there be Dahlia and Iris here currently? Well, not here currently. One's in jail and the other one would be hiding. But could it be like they have both of them there kind of thing going? I guess. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the inner temple, is that correct? That's right, I'm sure it was Iris. But Iris claims she was in her room in Hazakura Temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night, but because she did, Maya is stuck all by herself at the inner temple. Nah, I'm so sorry. The drafts in this place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet the training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. We've got to get Maya out of there fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. It's like an island? How so? Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the inner temple. No one lives out there, and is surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest. I see. So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way of escape either. Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does. Ugh. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. I'm curious about a few things if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Donim. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or her bust size for that matter. No, I'm wondering why she come to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. I noticed you always referred to Miss Donham by Mystic Elise. Oh. Yes, now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. Well, we address all our visitors as Mystic. It makes her experience very authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Gee, Bianchi. I wonder if anyone is trapped on the island with Maya. I'm pretty sure that Pearls is over with Maya. I think Elise is Maya's mum, Misty, and I think she took Pearls over the bridge with her. It seems Miss Elise Donim was no ordinary visitor after all, and there's Pearls, and she was with Miss Donim on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all got to be connected somehow. But why did Pearls have to get mixed up with this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh, man. My head's throbbing so bad it's killing me. Pearls. She was with Miss Dolim on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know? I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner. The murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repair soon. See, Phoenix is on the same path as me. He thinks she's with Maya. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. That black spot looks like something. They get quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun, they're tools for getting around. For the sled, now that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. That building up there is the main hall. It was where we were staying. It sits kind of funny because it's built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are on the ground floor. Apparently, Miss Dunim was staying in the corner room. I guess that's where she was. She was pushed from that night. The main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And that's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Dunim was pushed from the top of the wall? Oh! Oh! Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. How do we know it's blood and not red Kool-Aid? We check it. We give it a good lick test, you know? You always lick it to see. There are a few of those stone lanterns scattered around in this courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. Miss Donham's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? The sword. It's there in Mystic Amy's right hand, but it was proven in court today that it wasn't a murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. Yep, swords like that were never used for anything nice. Never. They were designed for pain. Hey! What was that jarring, inconsiderably loud yell? So this is where you've been, keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective, now have you finished the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Well, then I'll come along with you and... Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but that's not what I mean. Ah! It's been a while, Scruffy. Oh no! Oh no! I forgot she hadn't seen him for a while. Don't let the bully get to our boy. It's Miss Von Karma! Another dead body? Sister, please leave the investigation to me. My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I'm on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? How? That hurts, you know. Silence. I, Franziska Von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation, so you will follow me. She's not seriously gonna follow me around, is she? I think, yes, she is. Her whip just had to say hello? I feel that Gumshoe is another of the many men that actually kind of like being whipped. Fuck it. Is Larry here? No. Alright. We do have to go and see the girls. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick. That voice. There she is! Pearls! Mr. Nick! Mr... I burped. Instead of shouting Mr. Nick, I burped. So you were here ever since that night? I was so lonely, I thought I was gonna die. When I woke up in the morning and saw that Dusky Bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. She was all alone? It must have been very trying for you, little girl. Ah! I'm Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I am here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. Pearls, you fucking tell her. I love you, Pearls. Huh. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. It looks like Pearl's words are getting under his skin. Yeah, why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls. Weren't you with Maya? Ah. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? Mystic Maya! Hey, wait, Pearls. She just ran off. Ow! That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearl's acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. I guess I'd better take another look around since I've finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Yeah, the incinerator is no longer buried. Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along this path. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. I'd like to see that. Phoenix Wright, What? And would you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. But I didn't say anything. You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix Wright? Why are we working with her? Other than the fact that she demanded it. Aren't we meant to do it separately? There's a weird smell coming from the incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think, Franziska von Karma? I seem to remember... Dead body? There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. I mean, to be fair, Pearl's had to stay here overnight. Or 2 nights. She's probably burnt some stuff up. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. Wait, no. Examine and slide. No, slide. Whee! There we go. I slid. I did the slid. I did the slid. This must be the door that leads to the inner temple. When Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder, yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright. Yeah, you're completely out of shape. Ugh, I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. The sign says inner temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Actually, I can't read it either. Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix Wright. She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something. I mean, it is a stupid thing to lie that you understand. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? Well, I mean, from what I know of my American friends, there is not much of a lie there. That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training. Yeah, it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. For a start, look at this. What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... a woman? I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? This scroll, it's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes, there is a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as substitute, I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had for the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why the scroll? Someone who does not like Misty Faye? There seem to be a bunch of them. Look at those wafer-thin mattresses. I'm sorry, Phoenix Wright. Wafer-thin? Yeah, you know, thin like a wafer. In other words, uncomfortable. That's how we describe things like these mattresses. I guess you must say wafer-thick or something back in Germany. Not about those mattresses, certainly not. It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity, it's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes. I thought if we aren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office, I can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. True. Or it was Misty Faye Elise. Exactly. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, this weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a cyclops. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What took you so long? I thought even you'd managed to get here faster than this. Mr. Tri... Yes! My husband's back! My boy! He's back! But Prosecutor got it? I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Ha! I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with, the importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough. I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mad, right? He called her a man. Oh, I love him even more. This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Because I like assholes. And look at his teeth. Look at his smile. Oh. Now, well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is my... Hey, Philly, know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. He quoted The Rock. Have any of you seen this ridiculous lawsuit that Dwayne Johnson's in? That Raka Khan, the former wrestler, has, like, brought up? Where she's got, like, Dwayne Johnson and... Was it Michael Jordan as well? It might not be Michael. But, it's this kidnapping thing. She's saying all these people have tried to kidnap her kid. And she...
The most
True. But like she's got this lawsuit where she's saying that all these people conspired to kidnap her kid. Her kid's like her kid was like 4 in 2019. Alright? Raka Khan's kid was like 4 years old in 2019. She's actually put Chris Benoit in this lawsuit. A man who died like 10 years before that. And the FBI's been put in it, and oh, what? It wasn't Walmart. What is the other thing? What's the other big one? Home Depot as well. I don't think he's gonna be able to pay up. It's fucking crazy. Wait a minute. Lawsuit. Does it have a list of all the people? So, other people that she's got in it are the state of Texas, the El Paso Child Protective Services, the Las Cruces, New Mexican Police Department, now NYPD, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, New York ACS, Omega Fish Fly Fraternity, loads of places, loads of police places, Bank of America, Home Depot, and even the FBI. But she does. She also... There is, Chris Benoit as well. Oh, apparently she said they tried to abduct her in 2008. I don't know. It's fucking wild. It's fucking wild. In fairness, Billy Corgan would absolutely do it. Honestly, probably. She's out her rabbit-ass mind. She kind of is. I'm only gonna say this once, Lady von Wippenberg. Go home. Phoenix, right. Well, what are you hitting me for? Hey, Annako, how's D&D going? Ha, you deserve more cracks of the whip than that, right? What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've got something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Got It today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger or is it sorrow? Just finished? Nice! How did it go? Oh, I don't need to look at anything else. I just need to talk to... No, I want to talk to the man. I want to talk to my boy. You had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course, being extradited from hell was a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your eternal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So, you mean that mask you wear is... This ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my enlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? I always love when you have an NPC and the players are like, we gotta kill him, and then they meet said NPC and like, I love them. Good. Oh shit. It sucks about your internet, but I'm happy that they seem to like your NPC. I will not excuse you, Annako, because I agree full-heartedly. He is my husband, and I love him, and I love the music. Yeah, Trite, you should know all about it. You know, when my life ended, and who ended it for me. Well, Phoenix, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how God it was killed. Solid choice. I love him. When I saw him without his mask in the last case, Warted and Fictional will tell you that I literally could not speak properly anymore. I had to end the end stream not long after because my brain just imploded. It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? Earlier you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wonder, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and, I won't say it again, the chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where is that? The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we're standing at right now. Alan got an OTP. I love him. I genuinely love him. Nearly as much as I love my lawful boy down in the corner there. Keeping my tentacles warm. This is the only place that the search party is yet to explore. So they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. What do you mean I sent her? You fool. If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with a search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, try. Once again, a woman dies because of you. Technically, didn't a man die because of me? Technically, wasn't it a man that kind of died twice? Because it would have been him. Well, I mean, we couldn't have done anything about him. We couldn't have done anything about the other one. No one's died because of me. I haven't done anything. I also didn't send her over here. She did this on her own. I didn't want to come. Once again, what are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Wait, what happened 2 years ago? Because of me? Is he talking about Mia? Do you know who that was? It was Maya Faye's sister. That's right, Mia Faye. Oh, alright, she's talking about Mia. Mia? You killed her. No, that's not how it was. It was 2 years ago. Mia Faye was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally. Sure, Miss Faye's murderer was cool. But that won't bring her back. Well, no, but... You were with her at the time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Faye was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, trite. You robbed her of her life, and now... You've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No. Open the fucking lock. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. An excessive force used to break the lock open would... Well, let's just say the inner temple in the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well, then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with a key. Can I put the simple solution of opening it with, you know, bolt cutters and just cutting the chains, which would not be, you know, that stressful on anything? What did you want him to do? There was literally nothing he could do? I'm guessing Mr. Armando here was in love with Mia or something. Smug face when he says he robbed her of her life like Buddy. Bruh, what? Very well, then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key. Ha! Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock. There's no keyhole? That's right, an interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simple, the accused. What, Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Faye was to train in there. Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock. I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya, we'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, got it. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, Trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. Well, I mean, I can't remember Phoenix ever asking for his acceptance. Did we ever ask for his acceptance? I'm pretty sure the answer to that is no. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright. That's what everyone says. It looks like I don't have much of a choice. We only asked for his penis, exactly. He doesn't have to accept us to give us his penis. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Right. I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? My boy! Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ugh, my brain. This is driving me nuts. Ah! Is something troubling you, Scruffy? But please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How did you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I, kinda already snuck in there. So try to be clever or something. So what's behind this, Scruffy? Huh? A kind of garden-like garden. A garden? Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't normally the other way round. Well, see you later. I want to go in there now. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course. What else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Oh! There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy, a Karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But... What's this? There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too. Apparently, it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise Donan? Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly. Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Alright, we got something. This is a water feature, isn't it? A little lantern, a little statue. It's certainly a quaint little garden. What is this huge bowl here for? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over, but the ice in this bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case. Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Yeah, next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it? Alright. There are a couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. It looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. That's Maya upside down, right? What the heck is that? Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here, and it's an almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleaned away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh, yeah, there's something I need to tell you, just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see? I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Was that literally it? What was that really all he had to tell us? It was nothing important, he just wanted to tell us a lovely story from when he was a kid? I can't help it. I love him. This man is... I love so many of these men in this game. They are all perfect. Absolutely perfect in every way. That's it. Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. They are... I know! When Big Boss Man called you out, I was like, to be fair, these games are full of people that you just want to take home and look after and, you know, smother them in love because they're such sweet little beans. Wrestling with emotion, oh my god, wrestling with emotions. Fictional, when that game comes out, you will need to watch it. It is amazing, and I adore it, even though I've only played a demo, because there's only a demo at the minute anyway. Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. Right, let's talk to him. So how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working the place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of the scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking, so I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually. I guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Goddard tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her, but there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait, since she's the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Pleasant? Pleasant? Maya, so those letters are written in blood. Yeah. What's worse, it's in the victim's blood. Huh? This is Miss Donim's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down. You know what, that was really bothering me too. But I just came up with an answer, the result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside... Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Donim wrote these letters herself, in her own blood. Yet you must be joking, that's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Donim's murder. At least that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? So Miss Donim was killed here. However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard of the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no? But wait a sec. The bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men, which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. Ugh. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was the Bikini actually saw. Right. Is anyone in the training hall yet? No. Right, so I'm guessing that's the clue to go back and talk to... Did I talk to Larry yet? No. It's the clue to go back and talk to Bikini, but I'm going to take every path I can away from that first. It seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright, Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Goddard managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him, we've got to hurry and lock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright, let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, Wright. Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. But come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? But it's Maya, Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. You see, I'm in a bit of One Piece right now that's a bit like this. Like, someone's telling Luffy to leave a fight to them. And, you know, they're fighting. They're fighting about who's gonna go and do this thing. And all I'm thinking in my head is, if you left this guy to go and sort it out, it would get sorted out. At the minute, all these people are gonna die because you're arguing. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now, excuse us. This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. I've got other things to demand your attention. She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Sister Bikini, looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My. Hello, you two. How are you doing? Wahaha, wahahaha. From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince. Is she talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Handsome Crimson Prince saw as a title. It's a correct title as well. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Me? Ah! Glare. Oh, yes. You did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones who've said that to me. I can't shake the feeling that I've just become a shelf to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those cyclops of hers. I still remember it. Right, I need to put my light on because it's getting dark. Right. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Dolan had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it was to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Donham's true identity. It's... What have I got? Wait, this family gardens in the temple. Oh, this! Right. Miss Donham had this charm with her at all times. Kuh! Where did you... This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then... What do you think it is, Mr. Wright? Well, what could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops. This thing speaks volumes about who Mr. Donham really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Donham's true identity. Maybe the... Maybe that. The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But this scroll shows the master of the current channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. Oh, the crest was on the thing. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. The very same crest that adorns the talisman that victim carried with her. Ah, this crest is reserved for the Master of Quran. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new master, Maya Fey, told me. What? What? You mean that Acolyte is Misty Faye's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Myra's Misty Faye's sole successor. Mystic Misty? I can't believe you got that by accident, kinda. That wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Well, I kind of had guessed from very early on that Donim was Misty. I kind of figured that out quite early on, and the only two things I could think of that would, you know, prove that would be the talisman and the scroll. I've been showing everyone the scroll, hoping someone was like, ah, that looks like Elise, doesn't it? Like, every chance I get, I bring out this fucking scroll to be like, do you recognize this woman in this picture? Because she's standing right next to you, buddy. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with the mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? See, that's what I was saying earlier, fact. That's what I was saying earlier, Fick. Like, I felt like there was a better name to go first, and I completely forgot that Sue was an actual name. I know a Sue. Completely forgot it was a name. But that's what I was saying. Like, Elise was such a stupid first name. They could have literally put Sue. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The current talisman is a symbol of the Master of Quran. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death. So Elise Donim was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Misty Faye, the master of the current channeling technique. The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here. I really didn't want to make her a Mary Sue. Tell me, sister, after 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Have a good luck, Fact. I keep saying fact. I'm just going to call you fact when you're using factual portrait. Can I just look at the FAC and say fact? You know? Yeah, that's just going to be your life now. Or I'll just start calling you Kaylee in general. Go get ready, Kaylee. Put your fucking brow on. Well... But what's happening? It can't be. Earthquake? Ah. Oh my goodness, the inner temple, this kind of tremor might... The inner temple? The sacred cavern in the training hall, it might very well cave in. What? Maya! Who the fuck is Kaylee? It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing, let's go. What? Where? To the inner temple, of course, where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course, you run along now. People may have been hurt, and I must get some first aid kits ready. I like her. I love Bikini. I don't think Bikini's like an asshole like a lot of the stuff people you get in these games. I think she's really sweet. Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. But thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. Oh, his first thought was his boyfriend! Oh, he cares! You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. One of the best. I kind of want her to meet Old Bag. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want her to meet Old Bag one day. We gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right. What are you doing here? How could I have... How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yow! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. No. The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? There's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were here with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth. Living in Japan and being afraid of earthquakes must suck. Rackers Online got a free cat. Go give Dante all the foods. I'll see you later, Annako. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. Hunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall, Sacred Cavern now. Alright, let's go. Fortunately, the Sacred Cavern hadn't caved in, but what we found was something none of us expected. More locks? What? How can there be even more locks? Well, what is the meaning of this? Iris. Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? I'm too invested in this, guys. I'm way too invested. I need to know. One minute finish. Fair, I can do that. Give me a sec. Un secondo. Alright, I'll put some music on when I'm doing this. As you hydrate. So, right, give me a second. I was gonna ask a question, and I know you're not gonna answer it anyway. So let me get to the end of this 30 seconds, and let me save the game and answer my own question. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do the investigation, and when we get to the next save point, then we'll end, right? I won't keep you here all night. We will get to the end of this investigation part. And then the chilling conclusion will be tomorrow. I kind of need to go to the toilet after stretching as well. 3, 2, 1. Right, I'm going to go to the toilet quickly. And then I will be back. I'm back. Oh, why is my stream in the red? Oh, Annakuma's gone already. You're a little on the late side, Dogma. But thank you. Thank you for the welcome backs. Right, let's get this last bit done. Right, is this what Goddard was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can. It's not possible for me. What? You were killing zombies? That's fine. During the earthquake, when the cabin was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last come here. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes, if only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you'll want to talk with your face all green. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly fair. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door and... Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the current tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks. I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one. Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try not to think, please. Isn't there any way around... Try to think, not try not to think. Try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this? Is the stream having any problems? Is stream having any problems right now? Because I'm constantly in the red on OBS. Stream is fine? Good, good. Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But it would take time, won't it? Yes, about a day, if I had to guess. A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. We've got to wait another day. Hang in there, Maya. You're gonna have to call on your inner strengths now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get, and what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident, but you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple, and then you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple is as if you were... May have been slightly delayed. You might have had a little bit of problems then, but not big enough. Not big enough. Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. It is formula time? Nice! Have a good lurk. Here's hoping that my boy gets pole position. He won't. He never gets pole position, but he might win. It's a street circuit after all. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Alright, I don't think we can do anything with her yet. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Right. Saw the locks coming from a mile away. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's got to be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. Mutter, mutter. How could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Ah! Hey, don't you dare run away. What do you want, right? What do I want? If you come here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away. Huh, I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things could have been planted here after the murder, but surely you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? You know what? Do we know if Dahlia is still alive? Because if Dahlia's not alive, she could be in the body of Maya. So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with the big quake that hit the courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now, and that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there, but it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, right? There's nothing else I can say. Not after you choose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of the self-pity, okay? There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file. Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on, and I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court, and as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, right? I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Wait, no! Technically, no, that's a lie, because she was... Technically... Her crime was done at this bridge, right? Technically... Technically, you could say it has everything to do with it, right? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. Do I have anything to present? No. No. Alright. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. I wonder where I'm going. Oh, Mr. Nick. Pearls, what are you doing here? Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright? Well, we don't know yet. Oh, I see. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry, this is the loser's shack where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Laurice did a picture of me. That's, great, Pearls. We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't you try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down. Oh, Mystic Maya. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Heh, I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now, with Pearl, two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I going to do with him? Alright then, what do you think of this picture, Pearls? Just stop losing, you loser. What? He's such a forehead. Just do better. I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing. See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the frames to look like that, you know. It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy. No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you. Iris really flew that night. But Mr. Laurice... Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck, and I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture, and it looks like I don't have any choice but to take a sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened? I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know. I'm sure it doesn't matter what I was doing. Does it, Mr. Nick? Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Donim's room reading a book together, but Miss Donim was murdered and you, Pearls, were in a temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls? I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. Fantastic. She even knows I can see this. I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished. What are you talking about, Pearls? My spiritual power, it has disappeared. What? Her powers have disappeared? What do you mean your powers disappeared, Pearls? It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint. Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps. Waha! Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Waha! Just as I thought. Get dunked on, Larry. I'm gonna have to break her psych block to get that truth out of her. Right. Let's go and talk to someone else then. I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Fantastic. Well, what's the damage? How is the Sacred Cavern? It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 blocks that were stopping us from getting inside the Sacred Cavern. But who? Who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the current tradition. You have Iris at the Sacred Cavern trying her best to open them for us now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini. Oh, yes? We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we? Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Kurain disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at this temple. It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise... No, I mean Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the Master, she said... Someone is trying to destroy the Kurain tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line? There's only one heir to the title of Master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new Master of Kurain, and her daughter is the main family. All other mediums become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line. Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed? You believe in the technique, don't you? Don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power, it's real. And you're back again? It could be me. My internet doesn't... Or not my internet, but OBS doesn't seem to be doing well. It might not be you. Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the Master Mask case, and during Maggie Bird's trial too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most. Users definitely crashed twice in 10 minutes. The current technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead, that's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader, who one respects as a tremendous skill. I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you to be really rich by now. Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Ho ho ho, you're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see? All because of one little mistake. A mistake? What mistake? It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is? I'm sure the record still exists if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file. The DL6 incident. I knew it. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago. Ah. That's right, so it was you who was a defense attorney on that case. A murder that took place 17 years ago. It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer, and the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Though Mystic Misty channeling the name of a certain man surfaced, armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. But that man, who was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was, and the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Kurain tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Kurain Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The current technique is starting to recover at last. With a new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? The spiritual power of the current channeling technique is in the blood. Maya's told me the exact same thing before. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power. But isn't it stronger in Pearl than anyone else? The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy, but with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master, and the ones who don't become branch families, right? That's right, and it's always the cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too, an older sister named Mia. Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Of course, she became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother, and lost her life as a result. Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she'd become a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Really? Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mum and her aunt. That's right, Misty Faye had an elder sister too, and Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master seat from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know. Morgan? There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home, Corain Village. What she did was terrible. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master. I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris... Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this? That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter. What? Wait. Wait, what? Nani? Not necessary. Pearls might be strong, but bear in mind, Morgan mostly said that. He might have a vested interest in... Oh, that is true. That is true. I just took it for granted that she was better than Mia, or Maya even, because Maya just seems to be completely lost when it comes to doing anything. But that is also just Maya in general. Look, Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? No, fuck my life. Why can they not have a I didn't stupid let me out of this button? Oh my fucking god, this is such a long one to have got stuck into as well. Can you please just hurry up? Oh my god, this is so long. I'm sorry, guys. I did it stupid. Me all the time. There we go. Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Oops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Oh? Yeah, Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child. You jest? That child, she's Mystic Morgan's? I had no idea. Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she? Yes, ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. Wait, what? 3? Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl. I knew it was going to be fucking twins. It's such a cop-out to have twins all the fucking time do stuff. I've now lost, like, 90% of my interest in this game. In this story. I have lost, like, 90% of anything. What? Twin sister? Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. Oh, did you not know? After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Corinne's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him. How awful. He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister... Could it be... could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris's sister? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had two older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family. Anger? What do you mean? What do you mean? She fucking hated them. She tried to kill people. Jesus Christ, Phoenix, grow up. Her twin daughters were taken from her by the jeweler husband. But even that can destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls. It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. I was able to break free of the bars that confine her. So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions to get some more info. That was our last case. Yeah, Pocky. So, Dahlia is basically the person they're talking about. She was the one that did the last murder. And then she then poisoned Armando. Hid the poison on Phoenix Wright. And then pretended to be his girlfriend for like however long. I think it was like a year or something. And then she got arrested for killing someone else. So she was the person in the first case that Edgeworth prosecuted. She was also someone who nearly got Phoenix Wright arrested and set down for murder. She was the one I was streaming about being a demon earlier. Out of the extremely overused trope, it's not a particularly bad version of it. Maybe, but it's kind of... I kind of don't care anymore, you know? I kind of in my heart knew that was what it was going to be, but I was hoping so much that it wouldn't be. And now that it is, I'm kind of like, okay. You couldn't have come up with anything more interesting than that. Fair. Fair. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming? Here he is. But didn't he say that case was 6 years ago? Yeah, so Dahlia's case was 6 years ago when she killed... No, wait. What's her case? Oh, Warted can tell you. Warted knows the timeline better than me. Warted has a brain. Warted can tell you. No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Quran. Whoop, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good cases we have. Good cases we've lost along the way. I would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into ragging. Every case is going to be airtight. Every case is going to be airtight. Hey, pal. Huh? Who? Me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. So what are you up to, detective? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. Real murder weapon? That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving you my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. A letter? No caseload, no cry? Yeah, so basically the timeline goes... Iris and Dahlia were born. At age... They then get split up. And Iris comes to live here. At age 14, Dahlia meets Terry Falls. And she comes up with a plan to stage a kidnapping and steal a $2 million diamond. She then fakes a death and gets her half-sister, well, not even half-sister, her half-sister to cover for her. She then came back at age 19 and killed her half-sister. That case then kind of got waylaid because Terry Falls killed himself. She then poisoned Goddit and gave the evidence to Phoenix Wright. There was then a year between that and Phoenix Wright being framed for murdering someone, and she was finally arrested and sentenced then. But you've learned all that all over the place. Like, her story has been backwards and forwards this entire game, basically. So how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the Inn and Temple Garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. What, you mean? I don't have the details, pal. All I know is, if we don't find Maya down in that sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? You got me, I don't know. They're not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Got It. Got it? What did he mean by that? About that letter you found. Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find a murder weapon. And all I find is some burnt up old letter. Burnt up old letter? Yeah, it was in the incinerator right outside the inner temple. The incinerator? I knew it. I knew it was. I wasn't imagining it. There was snow in the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away, which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to this case. Spirit mediums? Fuck's sake, Gumshoe. It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I better give it a good looking over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering was a crime, pal. So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it wasn't the sword that was found impaled in the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today. Yes, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yeah, and man is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? What's a secret weapon of yours? You want to know? You've got to think scientifically, okay? Alright. The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far? No? I know what he's going to say, but I'll let him look smart. So what's a perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector! Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go? Huh? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Go on. Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright, then. I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget, the absolute best. It's so sensitive, you could make it cry. It's so high-tech, you could skydive off it. Oh, bother. So now I'm going to tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right? Sure, that's what we're trying to find out. Right, so first, let's turn the detector on. That's the sound of the metal detector signal bouncing off of something metallic. Next, move the detector around and give this courtyard a good-looky see, pal. Don't worry, this baby will let you know when you've hit on something metallic. And when that happens, press enter to give the area a good hard stare. This thing's pick up, for fuck's sake, take a good look at everything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal. Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects. I met plenty of guys like you, always picking on the smallest details. The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time. He even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, they're the exact same thing. No, they're not. They're completely different. You have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you could miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal. The last person I need advice from is this guy in front of me. If you discount the reference in DL6 from Game 1, which then goes to around Feb 2002, the incidents quote in this game range from February 2008 to February 2019. Wait, what? Oh, are we in 2019? Wait. What time is this game set in? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Alright. That's the sword next to the golden statue. Wasn't a real murder weapon, pal. Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd check it again anyway. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you know about that sword? It's supposed to represent the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one. Yes, I heard something about that. You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life I'd be leading had I not joined the homicide division. You think about that kind of stuff, detective? Of course I do. I think about it a lot. So when did the games come out? When are the actual dates of when the games come out? Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger. There's something to be said about the human value of Gumshoe as the Blue Badger. Looks like there's something around, buried in the ground here. Don't touch that, pal. Huh? What is it? It's a trap. People set them up about to catch us detectives. They're real nasty. A trap for detectives? You mean like those fierce traps with sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg? First game come out in 2001 in Japan on the GBA. Oh, really? Yeah, those. I got my finger caught in one of those once. Your finger? There was this bit of cheese and it looked so tasty. I reached out and then bam. I'm not sure I know how to respond to a story as stupidly pitiful as that. This is Miss Dunham's staff, isn't it? Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood, but the detective's reacting to it. Yeah, but however you look at it, that thing's made of wood, alright? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. Isn't the whole point of the metal detector to find metal where you can't see it? It's weird that this thing's causing a racket. Here, let me take a look at it. Hey, hands off. Examining evidence is a job for the... Ah! The top is coming off. Look what you've done. You've damaged a really important piece of evidence. Ah! For fuck's sake, these two. They're so fucking dumb. I love them so much. That's a sword inside the staff? Is this, could it be the murder weapon? I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword. Or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. There's no team in Gumshoe. I love it. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. The only date that specifically lists the year is the DL6 incident of December 28, 2001. I didn't know that. I have not been paying enough attention. Then I guess this isn't a murder weapon, huh? No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal. It's about the same length as the sword, too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run over to the forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it's been wiped off. See you later, pal. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Wait up, detective. I like the fact that he just walked off singing to himself. Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know? You're gonna get that staff analysed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while? Huh? What are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. Maya? What's that got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, how so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think... Maya's been Please, detective, let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. You're looking kind of viridian there. Okay, just stop it with that face, pal. One thing, though. This staff's secret trick, let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. This is just a regular, run-of-the-mill staff. You've got it? Okay, now you can take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry. Should be fine. Gumshoe? You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal? Sure, thanks. That's really sweet! Especially because he's not got the money to pay for that. So I'm probably paying for it. I can't help but wonder, though. What was Elise Donan doing with a staff like this in the first place? Right, no, I want to have a look. Be careful. Once night falls, should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out there, we must channel her spirit. Give everything up to her. Her name is... She is the whole... Here's a picture of her. Use it. When you channel her, I know you can do it. This is burn the... Also make... Tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Oh, this has changed. Huh, I was expecting Larry and Pearls to be here. I guess he must have gone to collect firewood. I suppose I have to check back later. I was hoping to actually talk to Pearls. Right, no, he's not going to tell us anything. Right, he's got nothing else to say there. What does she need? What does it look like I need to talk to her about? The night of the crime. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth? Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too, but I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. Alright, that's Sister Bikini. I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course. Sister Bikini? Her testimony in court today was very clear. That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to the Hazakura Temple. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there in the inner temple on the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple, so I would have left at about 9:40 p.m. I think. I'm sorry, Iris, but Lime just doesn't suit you. Huh? Now you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m., but what you say doesn't add up with this. Didn't she give me the hood at 10? You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Ah. Plus only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me. Mr. Wright. We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. No, that's right, I remember. And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the inner temple. And second, at the exact time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. There are 2 of you? On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris. But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only 1 of me. It's impossible. Impossible, I wondered. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than 1 of me. And show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there is more than 1 of me. Mr. Wright, when you said there was another me, I was kind of expecting someone who looked like me, you know? I guess so. In that case, are you saying that I look like this person? Well, I can't say with 100% certainty, but can you show me some... Right. Oh, you know what? You know what? Oh, I could have gone to the garden straight away. Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but... The problem is, she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files, I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think. A jeweler? Right, I just might know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right? Yes, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. It was my first court case, 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. You're talking about Terry Falls, right? Yeah, you know about that case. You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Maya's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Her sister? Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh, and this is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. What? Well, her metabolic process are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. I knew it! She's dead! So she channeled her! That's why there were two of them, because Maya's channeled her! Or someone's channeled her. Maybe Pearl's channeled her. I don't know. Someone's channeled her. What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right. I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty. Thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Mia Fey. At the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since the guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Executed? I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead, and once someone is dead, there's no way to revive them. There's no way to revive the dead. I wonder. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia, Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from a branch family of the current channeling technique. Did you say current channeling technique? Do you know something about it? Oh yes, I know it's connected with the fraudulent spirit medium. Fraudulent? I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. We're aware! Edgeworth, we know! Stop it! I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped. And that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Edgeworth. Go to the police records room. It's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know. God, this boy, can he stop? Of course, how could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the current channeling technique is real. Right, do I have the profile now? Boom, I do. Let's go. That was bikini. Yeah, keep going, keep going. I do hate that this doesn't just take you to the last floor. And that was the hood. That's that. Boom! I got it this time. I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps. Ah! That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well. I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer... Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry. Thank you. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? This second you who was here at the temple on the night of the murder, it was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that? Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground for the Korean channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. Ah! Fucking did it! I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted in the temple, I knew it was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me, who passed away last month. Just as I suspected, the Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder, it was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before? But because my sister always does the right thing, excuse me, and because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before, I can't do it again. You betrayed her? What do you mean? That's why I had to accept her may be found guilty, it's the only way. What's she talking about? You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago. That was the start of it all. It's what started her down the twisted path. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life. It's all because I betrayed her. How did you betray her, Iris? It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing. What? But I got scared, so I ran away. What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father, that's awful. But I promised I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money. Huh? It was revenge on her father. Revenge? What do you mean by revenge? He was a hideous man. He threw her mother away when they sent her to hell. Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay. Her mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main